All right, ready for a deep dive today. We're going deep into the world of agent AI.
Yeah, it's really fascinating stuff. We're talking about AI that can learn and adapt and actually interact with us like never before.
You've given us this research paper here. It's called Agent AI, Surveying the Horizons of Multimodal Interaction. Sounds pretty intense.
It's a really interesting look at where AI is going. We've always focused on AI that can process information, right? Well, Agent AI is taking all that information and actually doing something with it.
So not just understanding language or,
No,
recognizing a picture, but actually taking that and making decisions, taking action.
exactly. It's about action. Imagine like a robotic chef. It can not only follow a recipe, but actually adapt to different ingredients. Maybe you're cooking,
Yeah.
learn your preferences.
Whoa, okay. That's a little more advanced than my coffee maker that just yells at me when it's out of beans.
Yeah.
But seriously, how does this paper actually define what agent AI is? They use this term multimodal interaction. What is that?
So that's one of the key things that really sets Agent AI apart. It's not just limited to one type of input or output. It's got to be able to process information from a bunch of different sources, like text, obviously, but images, sounds, even sensor data.
So it's like instead of me just typing into a search bar, it could be taking in information from a camera, from a microphone, even like touch sensors.
Yeah, exactly, all at the
Yeah.
same time. And then it can turn around and respond in a bunch of different ways, too. It's not just about, spitting out text on a screen. This is about interacting with the world in a way that's way more human-like.
This is where I start to get a little freaked out like we're living in a sci-fi movie.
I know, right?
But this paper also mentions something. It calls agent AI like a stepping stone to this bigger idea, artificial general intelligence. AGI, I think I've heard that before, but to be honest, it's always sounded kind of vague to me.
Yeah, it's a big concept. Think of it this way, an AI that's not just good at one specific thing, but can learn and reason across a whole bunch of different areas, just like humans can. It wouldn't be limited by programming or data sets. It could actually think critically, solve problems in creative ways, even maybe understand really abstract concepts.
Emotions, consciousness.
Okay, now my mind is officially blown. So we're not just talking about robots that are better at doing our dishes.
No, no, this is different.
We're talking about AI that can understand the world at a deeper level. Yeah, and maybe even relate to us in a way that today's AI just can't. And this paper, it argues that, by building these multi-model interactive agents, we're kind of laying the groundwork for that kind of big breakthrough in AI.
So we're not just talking about like smarter robots or more realistic video games. We're talking about changing what AI can actually be, fundamentally.
Exactly.
So we've got this agent AI that could revolutionize everything. But let's get specific. This paper talks about some pretty crazy possibilities. What are some areas agent AI could really shake things up?
One that comes to mind right away is healthcare. Imagine an AI diagnostic tool. It wouldn't just look at, medical images, but your entire history, everything. Lifestyle, genetics, the whole picture.
That's like having a whole team of specialists working on your case 24/7.
Exactly. Personalized healthcare at a whole new level. And think about drug discovery. Agent AI could analyze huge data sets. I'm talking molecular structures, clinical trials, all the scientific papers, everything. And then use all that to find new drug candidates way faster.
We would be talking years shaved off the drug development process. I mean, that could change how we fight some of the biggest diseases out there.
Mhm.
Okay, healthcare, totally. What else?
Education is a big one too. Imagine if every student had a personalized AI tutor, available all the time. It could adapt to their learning style, see where they're struggling, give them exactly what they need.
No more struggling through a textbook at 2:00 a.m.
And it's not just about one-on-one learning either. Think immersive virtual classrooms. Students could interact with historical figures, explore the human body from the inside out, travel to different planets, all powered by AI.
That's taking show and tell to a whole other level. But this is serious stuff now. This AI has to understand complex data, figure out human emotions, even teach itself new stuff. I mean, are we even close to that?
Closer than you might think. This paper, it actually highlights some really impressive examples of agent AI already happening.
All right, give me an example. I need to wrap my head around this.
So one that stuck with me was about AI agents that can actually design and build things in the real world, not just in a computer. Give them some rules, like what materials they can use, budget, even what kind of style you're going for. They can come up with a bunch of different design options, just like a human architect would.
Wait, so you're saying like AI architects that could design buildings, bridges, even whole cities?
And not just design them. potentially even oversee the whole construction process, making decisions on the fly if something changes. It could be a whole new level of, automation and efficiency.
That's thinking outside the box, or I guess building the box. But we should talk about the other side of this too, right? We've been really positive. This is powerful technology. Does it come with risks too? I mean, it's like with great power comes great responsibility, right? We're talking about AI that could design our world, figure out our health problems, maybe even teach our kids. It's exciting, but it kind of makes you think, what does that leave for us to do?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are asking themselves that question. But what I thought was interesting, this paper, it doesn't say the agent AI is going to replace human intelligence. It's more about, making it stronger, amplifying it.
So working with AI instead of being replaced by it.
Right, exactly. Like imagine doctors. They could use AI to go through tons of data, find possible diagnoses, but then they have more time to actually spend with their patients. Be human, build that connection. Or architects, they could work with AI to design even cooler buildings, more sustainable buildings. It's about that partnership, human creativity, and what AI is really good at, that analysis.
So less robots taking over the world, more like using AI to actually fix some
Right.
of the big problems.
Yeah, and that's what makes this paper really interesting, I think. It's not just tech talk about agent AI. It's like it wants us to do something, recognize how powerful this could be, and make sure we're building it the right way, a way that helps everybody.
Okay, so big picture. What should people be thinking about after they finish this deep dive?
Honestly, stay curious, stay informed, stay engaged. This field, it's moving so fast. What we do today, researchers, policymakers, even just regular people, it's going to affect where this technology goes for a long time.
Wow. It's like we're standing on the edge of like a whole new world here. Exciting, but kind of unknown. And it's up to us to decide what we want it to look like.
Well said.
Well, that was a wild ride through the world of agent AI. We covered a lot today, how it could totally change everything, the challenges of building it responsibly, and the amazing potential it has to make the future better. If you want to learn even more, definitely check out the research paper. It's called Agent AI, Surveying the Horizons of Multimodal Interaction. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep